sat in the kitchen till the clock struck to 3, just staring at the phone, waiting for a memory. I scrolled to the bottom of our voice note thread, to the very last message that you ever said. I'm too scared to play it, too scared of the ghost of the version of you that I still love the most. But the silence is heavy, a physical wave, a hollowed out canyon that I cannot break. I can close my 2 eyes and imagine your face, and map out the shadows in this empty space. But the air is so still, it's a terrifying thing to lose the vibration that your words used to bring. And I miss your voice, the way you'd say my name before our whole universe burst into flame. That low, steady murmur in the middle of night, the sound that made everything finally feel right. Now the rooms are all quiet, the frequency's dead. I'm trapped in the things that we left both unsaid. The ultimate tragedy, the weight of the choice is drowning in silence, because I miss your voice. I walked past the cafe where we used to sit, and heard a stranger's laugh. For a second it hit. I turned around quickly, my heart in my throat, expecting to see you in your heavy black coat. But the pitch was all wrong, and the rhythm was off. Just a shallow imitation I managed to scoff. It's a special kind of torture to wander this town with your old melodies trying to pull me down. I can close my 2 eyes and imagine your face, and map out the shadows in this empty space. But the air is so still, it's a terrifying thing to lose the vibration that your words used to bring. And I miss your voice, the way you'd say my name before our whole universe burst into flame. That low, steady murmur in the middle of night, the sound that made everything finally feel right. Now the rooms are all quiet, the frequency's dead. I'm trapped in the things that we left both unsaid. The ultimate tragedy, the weight of the choice is drowning in silence, because I miss your voice. Sometimes I whisper just to fill up the room, to break through the static and the heavy set gloom. But my own vocal cords sound so lonely and thin without your deep harmony joining back in. I'm an echoless chamber, a song with no key, crying for the music you took far from me.
Start piano breakdown, building to a massive, heartbreaking orchestral pop climb.
Yeah, I miss your voice, the way you say my name before we both played such a devastating game. That low, steady murmur in the middle of night, the only thing keeping my spirit in flight. Now the rooms are all quiet, the frequency's dead. I'm trapped in the things that we left both unsaid. I just miss your voice. I stare at the glass of my phone in the dark, hoping the screen will light up with a spark. It's 3 in the morning, the room is freezing cold, and I'm clutching the secrets that we used to hold. Every vibration just shatters my spine, but it's always a notification that isn't divine. Just low battery warnings or automated news, while I'm trapped in the silence that I didn't choose. I type out a message, then delete it again, trying to find where the boundaries bend. My thumb hovers over the button to send, but I'm terrified to find out if it's really the end. And I'll wait for your text till my eyesight goes blurred, living inside of the person we were. I watch for the 3 little dots to appear, the ultimate cure for this heavy dark fear. The world is asleep, but I'm locked on the glow of an empty screen telling me what I already know. A digital prisoner holding my breath as your typing bubble goes completely to dead. Yeah, I wait for your text. I scroll to the top of our chat from July, back when your sentences flew fast and high. Good morning, beautiful, I'm on my way home. Now the data is frozen, a historical tome. I check my connection, I refresh the feed, acting like technology's the reason I bleed. But the network is fine and the signal is strong. It's just your desire that moved right along. I type out a message, then delete it again, trying to find where the boundaries bend. My thumb hovers over the button to send, but I'm terrified to find out if it's really the end. And I'll wait for your text till my eyesight goes blurred, living inside of the person we were. I watch for the 3 little dots to appear, the ultimate cure for this heavy dark fear. The world is asleep, but I'm locked on the glow of an empty screen telling me what I already know. A digital prisoner holding my breath as your typing bubble goes completely to dead. Yeah, I wait for your text. Is my name still pinned at the top of your screen, or am I archived like a forgotten scene? Did you turn off alerts so you don't see me cry, or did you just block me without saying why? The blue light is burning a hole in my chest, and I'm failing the ultimate endurance test.
Heavy, ticking, the time pop beat building into a massive heartbreaking sentence string crescendo.
Yeah, wait for your text till my eyesight goes blurred, drowning in fragments of the lovers we were. I prayed for the 3 little dots to appear, to rescue my heart from this suffocating fear. The sun's coming up, but I'm trapped in the glow of an empty screen telling me what I already know. A digital prisoner holding my breath as your typing bubble goes completely to dead. Yeah, I wait for your text. I wait for your text. The phone screen stays black. You're not typing back, just an unread sigh, a silent goodbye. I'm still waiting for your text. Whenever you're ready, please share the title of your next say, and I will keep writing these emotional, heart-touching pop lyrics for your female singer I reach for the left side of this king-size bed, brushing the shadows that live in my head. The linen is crisp and it's freezing to touch, a cruel reminder I love you too much. The silence is heavy, a physical weight, settling down like a permanent fate. We used to intertwine till the break of the dawn. Now I'm just staring at where you have gone. The house is too quiet, the rooms are too wide, when there's no breathing right here by my side. I pull up the covers to block out the chill, but a phantom like absence is lingering still. Love sleeps alone in the middle of night, under the glare of the pale moonlight. The pillows are stacked where your head used to rest, guarding the hollow inside of my chest. A beautiful kingdom that's turned into stone, two sets of keys, but I'm completely prone. The saddest story that's ever been known is watching our love as it sleeps all alone. I left your old t-shirt right there on the chair, hoping its scent would wake up the dead air. But the cotton has faded, the memories dry, leaving me stranded with a heavy but why. I listen to traffic down on the main street and count every single mechanical beat, wondering if you are sleeping just fine. too quiet, the rooms are too wide. When there's no ribbon right here by my side, I pull up the covers to block out the chill, but a phantom like absence is lingering still. And love sleeps alone in the middle of night, under the glare of the pale moonlight. The pillows are stacked where your head used to rest, guarding the hollow inside of my chest. A beautiful kingdom that's turned into stone, two sets of keys, but I'm completely prone. The saddest story that's ever been known is watching our love as it sleeps all alone. Are you turning over? Are you reaching out too? Or did you unlearn everything that we knew? Is your mattress a desert of comfortless space? Or have you already replaced my old face? The ultimate torture of drawing line is sleeping alone with a love that was Love sleeps alone in the middle of night, freezing to death in the pale moonlight. The pillows are stacked where your head used to rest, bleeding right into the dents in my chest. A beautiful kingdom that's turned into stone, two sets of keys, but I'm entirely prone. The saddest story that's ever been known is watching our love as it sleeps all alone. Sleeps alone. An empty space, no warm embrace. Turn off the light, face the long night. Sleeps Whenever you're ready, t-shirt the title of your next song, and I will keep writing these raw and lyrical homage for your female artist project. I found the blanket that we used to share, back when our laughter could heat up the air. We'd wrap ourselves tight from the chill of the night and whisper forever beneath the pale light. But holding it now brings no comfort or glow. The fabric is stiff like it's buried in snow. The colors have faded, the texture is rough, and suddenly realizing is beautifully tough. I thought the good times would stay like a fire, keep me alive when the winters conspire. But looking back now only deepens the frost, freezing the pieces of everything lost. And our memories are cold, they've run out of heat, like an old fireplace on an abandoned street. They used to be shelter, they used to be home. Now they're just icebergs where I drift alone. The sparks have all died and the embers are gray. There's no warmth remaining from our yesterday. The saddest distortion of turning so old is waking up finding our memories are cold. I walk through the kitchen and stare at the stove where we used to cook up the dreams of our love. The kettle is silent, the counters are bare, just a hollowed out space full of shivering air. I try to remember the flush on your cheek, the way that your touch made my boundaries weak. But the image is frozen, a statue of stone that leaves me completely and utterly prone. I thought the good times would stay like a fire to keep me alive when the winters conspire. But looking back now only deepens the frost, freezing the pieces of everything lost. And our memories are cold, they've run out of heat, like an old fireplace on an abandoned street. They used to be shelter, they used to be home. Now they're just icebergs where I drift alone. The sparks have all died and the embers are gray. There's no warmth remaining from our yesterday. The saddest distortion of turning so old is waking up finding our memories are cold. Is there a frostbite that settles in minds? A structure of winter that everyone finds, when the beautiful chapters you used to adore don't even offer a spark anymore. Just a permanent glacier inside of my chest, a freezing landscape that won't give me rest. Yeah, our memories are cold, they've run out of heat, like an old fireplace on an abandoned street. They used to be shelter, they used to be home. Now they're just icebergs where I drift alone. The sparks have all died and the embers are gray. There's no warmth remaining from our yesterday. The ultimate tragedy of letting you go is watching our history turn into snow. They're so cold. The ice has set in where the fire had been. No warmth to hold. The story is told of memories are cold. Whenever you are ready, please share the title of your next song, and I will keep writing these emotional pop lyrics for your project. I plugged in my phone as I started the car, intending to drive, but I didn't get far. The screen shuffled over to that old custom mix, the one that we built out of broken down bricks. The first intro track was that indie acoustic, the song where we realized our love was therapeutic. But hearing the chords hit the speaker today just forces the tears that I'm trying away. We spent so many midnights creating the vibe, adding the anthems of our little tribe. Now every single melody turns to a blade, cutting right through the progress I've made. And our playlist hurts, it's a minefield of sound, lining the tracks where my feelings get drowned. I can't hit the skip button fast enough now before the next chorus breaks down my old vow. It's an audio scrapbook of who we once were, playing our history in a beautiful blur. The ultimate tragedy of losing your heart is how our favorite playlist is tearing me apart. Track number 4 was our late summer jam, back when we didn't give a single damn. We'd roll down the windows and shout out the hook, stealing the glances that both of us took. Now the bass line is heavy, a punch to my throat, leaving me stranded in a comfortless boat, a structural prison of treble and key, where your ghostly vocals are mocking poor me. We spent so many midnights creating the vibe, adding the anthems of our little tribe. Now every single melody turns to a blade, cutting right through the progress I've made. And our playlist hurts, it's a minefield of sound, lining the tracks where my feelings get drowned. I can't hit the skip button fast enough now before the next chorus breaks down my old vow. It's an audio scrapbook of who we once were, playing our history in a beautiful blur. The ultimate tragedy of losing your heart is how our favorite playlist is tearing me apart. Should I hit delete? Should I clear out the queue and erase the last sonic connection to you? Or do I just keep it to torture my mind with the beautiful bridges we left far behind? It's a 3-minute capsule, a perfect design that sentences me to a love that was mine. Driving emotional high, drumbeat light over a bird, soaring violin and the amber shed love. And I play weaker, the wind grows weaker. Our playlist hurts. Whenever you're ready, please share the title of your next song, and I will continue providing these raw and emotional power lyrics for your projects. The blue hour settles across the bedroom floor as I look at the space where you walked out the door. The sky is a heavy bruised shade of indigo night before the first sliver of morning brings light. I've been awake since the clock struck 2-2, trapped in a cycle of replaying you. My mind is exhausted, my throat is so dry, and I'm losing the battle to not start to cry. The rest of the city is peaceful and fast asleep, while I'm in the shadows just drowning so deep. I check the time on my phone once again, counting the minutes where boundaries bend. And these are my tears before sunrise tonight, falling in secret before the world gets bright. The birds haven't started to sing in the trees, but I'm already broken and down on my knees. The sunlight will come and I'll put on my face, pretending I'm fine as I walk through this place. But the worst of the wreckage is hiding from sight in these dark, lonely tears before sunrise light. I walk to the kitchen and look out the pane. The street lamps are glowing through fog and light rain. In just a few hours, the traffic will start, and people will move without breaking a heart. But right now the quiet is shouting your name, a brutal reminder of who is to blame. I'm holding my breath so the walls do not hear the absolute weight of this shattering tear. The rest of the city is peaceful and fast asleep, while I'm in the shadows just drowning so deep. I check the time on my phone And I'll put on my face, pretending I'm fine as I walk through this place. But the worst of the wreckage is hiding from sight in these dark, lonely tears before sunrise light. Will the daylight erase the ache in my chest, or just expose that I haven't had rest? I'm washing my face in the cold bathroom sink, trying to alter the way that I think. Before the first ray hits the edge of our frame and forces me back to reality's game. Yeah, look in my tears before sunrise tonight, bleeding in secret before the world gets bright. The birds are just starting to wake in the trees, while I am completely brought down to my knees. The morning is coming, I'll dry off my face and walk back into our old favorite place. But the deepest of injuries happen tonight in these dark, lonely tears before sunrise light. Before sunrise, the sky's turning pink as I stand on the brink. The long night is over, but I'm no closer to you. Tears before sunrise turn into day. Whenever you are ready, please share the title of your next song, and I will keep crafting these roles. I try to recall the exact date and month before our whole universe shattered at once. We were standing right next to the terminal gate, both of us fighting the clock in our fate. I wrapped my arms tight round the back of your coat, swallowing down the huge lump in my throat. You felt so familiar, you felt so secure. I didn't know then what we'd have to endure. If I had known it was the end of the line, I would have frozen that moment in time. I would have memorized every single breath before our forever was sentenced to death. And the last time I held you, I didn't know then that I never get to embrace you again. I let your hands slide right away from my grip, unaware that our anchor was stolen. fabric of your sweater was soft on my cheek, the kind of pure comfort that makes a heart weak. You whispered, I'll see you in just a few weeks. As the moisture was starting to form on our cheeks, I pulled back and smiled, let you step to the plane, thinking that life would just stay on its train. How foolish to treat a goodbye like a pause, when it was the final, devastating clause. If I had known it was the end of the line, I would have frozen that moment in time. I would have memorized every single breath before our forever was sentenced to death. Then the last time I held you, I didn't know then that I never get to embrace you again. I let your hand slide right away from my grip, unaware that our anchor was starting to slip. It felt like a regular, simple goodbye, not the ultimate tragedy making me cry. Now I'm just hugging the cold, empty air, remembering the last time I held you right there. Now my arms are just hollowed out spaces of pain, like a riverbed waiting in vain for the rain. I try to reconstruct the weight of your frame, while the quiet walls whisper the sound of your name. Physical memory locked in my skin, showing exactly where the ending did begin. Yeah, the last time I held you, I didn't know then that I never get to embrace you again. I let your hand slide right away from my grip, unaware that our anchor was starting to slip. It felt like a regular, simple goodbye, not the ultimate tragedy making me cry. Now I'm just breaking inside of this room, crying for the touch that was stolen too soon. The last time I held you, the final embrace in that crowded old place. I didn't hold tighter, the spark grew no brighter the last time. Whenever you are ready, please share the title of your next song, and I will continue providing these raw and most raw coffee machine was still dripping low. When you put on your jacket and prepared to go, the sky wasn't dark, but it wasn't quite bright. Just a cold, blurry gray taking over the night. You didn't look at me, you kept your eyes down, zipping your bags to head out of town. I sat at the counter, my fingers frozen tight, losing the strength to put up a fight. The sun hadn't even fully cleared the tree line when you drew a boundary through your life and mine. No dramatic screaming, no slamming of wood, just a terrifying quiet where we both stood. And the morning you left was so ordinary and cold, dropping the story we expected to unfold. The birds are still singing out in the yard while my entire universe was breaking down hard. You walked down the driveway in the pale early light, turning off forever into a sudden goodbye. The world didn't stop, the traffic still cracked on the heartbreaking morning you left. I watched through the glass as you unlocked your car. The morning fog hiding how distant you are. You threw your trunk open, threw our history inside, leaving no room for the tears that I hid. You started the engine, the exhaust pipe blew smoke, a mechanical ending to the vows that we broke. I thought there'd be lightning, I thought there'd be rain, but the sun just came up to expose all my pain. The sun hadn't even fully cleared the tree line when you drew a boundary through your life and mine. No dramatic screaming, no slamming of wood, just a terrifying quiet where we both stood. And the morning you left was so ordinary and cold, dropping the story we expected to unfold. The birds were still singing out in the yard while my entire universe was breaking down hard. You walked down the driveway in the pale early light, turning off forever into a sudden goodbye. The world didn't stop, the traffic still cracked on the heartbreaking morning you left. Other people were heading to work down the block, unaware that my world had just crashed on a rock. How does a Tuesday just carry on normal and fine when you're erasing every memory of mine? The breakfast we made is still sitting out on the plate, a domestic monument to a devastating fate. Yeah, the morning you left was so ordinary and cold, shattering the promises we both used to hold. The neighbors were walking their dogs on the street while I was collapsing in total defeat. You drove past the corner in the pale light without even checking your rearview tonight. The world didn't stop, the traffic still cracked On the heartbreaking morning you left. The morning you left, the clock ticked to 8, locked into our fate. The sunlight poured in where our ending had been. The day just began. The morning you left, whenever you are ready, please share the title of your next song, and I will keep writing these emotions in trusting the horizon is bleeding a soft hazy pink as I stand by the counter and try not to think. Your suitcase is zipped by the foot of the bed, a heavy conclusion to words left unsaid. You spent the whole night just avoiding my eyes, waiting for morning to mask the goodbyes. And now the first ray hits the glass of the door, and your shadow stretches across the hardwood floor. You wanted the daylight to clean up the mess, to make this departure look painless and less. But the early morning is a cruel, quiet stage for watching you finally turn our last page. And it was your goodbye at dawn that broke me into, when the rest of the world was just waking up new. The birds started singing as you stepped outside, exposing the tears that I no longer could hide. No midnight theater, no dramatic storm, just a shorty sunrise where our love lost its form. You walked down the driveway and into the light, leaving me stranded at the end of the night with your goodbye at dawn. You turned the car engine, the headlights went on, cutting right through the mist of the lawn. I watched from the window, my forehead on glass, hoping this nightmare would somehow just pass. But you didn't look back as you pulled to the street, conflating our beautiful, quiet defeat. The street lamps were clicking off one down the line, the exact moment you were no longer mine. You wanted the daylight to clean up the mess, to make this departure look painless and less. But the early morning is a cruel, quiet stage for watching you finally turn our last page. And it was The sky is fully bright, but I'm trapped in the night. The clock ticks to 7. I lost my own heaven. The day has begun, and you are gone. Whenever you are ready, please share the title of your next song, and I will continue providing these raw reminders of head lyrics for your female artist project. I read your text for the 100th time, searching for clues or a hidden line. A simple "I'm leaving, I can't stay here," with no explanation to make it clear. You packed your bags while I was at work, bypassing the corners where choices lurk. You didn't leave tracks, and you didn't leave blame, just an empty closet and the sound of your name. If you had told me that you fell out of love or found a new sky to fly high up above, I could find logic to anchor the pain instead of just drowning out here in the rain. And you left no reason, you just closed the book, stealing the future that both of us took. No final argument, no parting phrase to guide me through all of these shattering days. You left me with questions that burn in my chest, a beautiful puzzle with no way to rest. The ultimate cruelty of treason is waking up finding you left no reason. I asked your best friend if he knew what went wrong, if we'd been decaying for way too long. But he looked at the floor and he shook his own head, admitting he didn't know what you had said. You vanished like smoke in a midwinter sky, leaving me stranded with a permanent why. Was it something I did? Was it something I spoke? Or was our whole empire a mirror that broke? If you had told me that you fell out of love or found a new sky to fly high up above, I could find logic to anchor the pain instead of just drowning out here in the rain. And you left no reason, you just closed the book, stealing the future that both of us took. No final argument, no parting phrase to guide me through all of these shattering days. waking up finding you left no reason. Even a lie would be better than this, a structural fracture inside of our bliss. Give me a villain to hate in the dark instead of this silence that smothers the spark. You took all the answers and ran for the coast and left me to couple a permanent ghost.
Stark piano chords escalating into an explosive, heart-wrenching pop string and driving synth to climax.
Yeah, you left no reason. You just slammed the door, spilling our history all over the floor. No final arguments, no parting flames to guide me through all of these shattering days. You left me with questions that burn in my chest, a beautiful puzzle with no way to rest. The ultimate cruelty of treason is waking up finding you left no reason. No reason. Just an empty space. No final embrace. The question remains in my bleeding veins. You left with no reason. Whenever you are ready, please share the title of your next song, and I will continue providing these raw emotional pop lyrics for your female singer project.